Morning, welcome back. Lovely day. It looks like the rain's all gone, although they we're forecasting a shower rain today, but at the moment it doesn't look like it, which is good. So the time's come to put the water on the rice full time. So we just started filling last night. We've had a bit of a muck up with a stop, but anyway, it's not going to matter. It's just filling the bottom section as well for the time being. But yeah, what we do, if you've been watching along, when we've been flushing it, we start at the top bay, let it fill up, and so on as we go down as the fall of the land changes. Whereas when we're going to permanent water, we'll let all the water come to the bottom bay and then let it fill back up. So it's a bit of, well, it's not a process, but it is a process, but yeah, it doesn't take that long. But we'll hopefully by the end of the day we'll have the water on the first section, and we can just keep going from there. So I didn't get any footage of anything yesterday. We were pretty busy. We had the shearers came, as I said on the last one. So Brendan and Tony looked after them most of the day. The boys backlined and drenched them while we had them in the yard, or through the yard. So they should be right now for a while. And I got the rice sprayed. I had to go and do a contract spreading job and a few other just bits and pieces around the place. So I wasn't a couple of times I thought, I should have the camera with me, but I forgot all about it. So anyway, that's all right. Hopefully we can get the header going today. Got young Reese coming out. He's going to start and right because of the rain. We've just got to flip over these header tailings that we're going to bale. So we're going to get him set up on the rake shortly. He'll be here soon. And then, about lunchtime, we'll just got to put the tractor back on the chaser bin and a couple other jobs like that. And hopefully we can get the header going again. We'll strip a sample about lunchtime and just see how it goes. But haven't really heard of anyone going around the place. But fingers crossed we can get a crack at it and get it finished. The corn's starting to really jump away. Miranda got a tissue test done the other day, so it's come back. So it's a bit low on zinc, and what else was it? Molybdenum, and so we've got a high, I don't know what you call it, high analysis liquid there in some drums, some a phosphorus liquid. That's what I'm trying to get out. So what we'll probably do is we're just waiting to hear back on some compatibility, and we'll chuck a high load zinc in with it, and then we'll probably give this a foliar spray at some stage in the coming week. They are talking rain again next weekend, so whether we give it another hit of urea. So there's still sort of on the budget. There's another 150 kilos of urea to put out yet. So the problem with putting it out when it gets big like this is the urea actually will sit down, gets caught up down in here, and it'll burn the leaf. So it will grow out of it, but it's not ideal. So if we can, follow the application with a shower of rain, it sort of makes it work a lot better, and it's a bit easier on the plant. But it's got good colour, and it's really starting to get a jump on, which is good. So just come down. I'd left the water monitor down here, so I might just set it up in the rice, so I know when the water's got to it and I can board it up then. Just brought the backhoe down. I'm sort of playing in the mud here because we've got a bit of water in these bays, but you can see just gone through and built the crossings up. We won't be back in here again until harvest now with ground rigs. So anything else we do now once the water's on will be done by air. So we may have to spray again, and we may put some more urea out, but obviously once the water goes on, you can't traffic it. So just building these crossings up, they're a bit low. So. should do the job. Anyway, we'll get out of here and get a couple other jobs done, and then yeah, we'll try and get the header going. So just stripping a sample here. It's amazing how things just break down when they're not working, when they're not being operated. So we've got this header type sensor that's all of a sudden decided it's going to appear. Not too sure what it means, but the return to height, I've got a button here that I've got a predetermined height that I've got set, and I can, when I turn at the headlands, I just press that button. Now it's not working, so I don't know what's going on. So what we'll do here, we'll just strip, I don't know, I might strip a run or something like that, and I'll run a sample over to the receival, and I've got my little hand tester here, so we'll put one in it and see how it goes. But yeah, we'll just see what's going on here. Try and work this bloody error code out, which is, it's going to be a pain in the arse if it keeps going off, if we do get going. But a bit of dust coming out the back, I don't know whether you can see that in the mirror. So that's a bit of an indication that it is drying out. Wind's up, it's not a bad day now actually. So anyway, we'll get this done and see how we get over. Alright, we've got this little gadget here, hopefully around the right way will help. You can see it alright, so give you a better look at it. So basically we can just pick whatever grain we've got, and then we've got this thingy. I'll open that up, I need two hands, and yeah, I'll show you how it works. Hopefully, hang on, I can't see, you're around the wrong way. Hopefully we can get the right number out of it. Go down a little bit. No. And we've just got a little cup about yay big. We've got our sample bucket here. I'll just put that in there. Do it up tight and then just sit it on there. Press the button and the magic number is, so this thing's about 0.5% out on what we've been sort of finding, 12.8. So it has been reading a bit high, so we might be just under. But what we'll do is we'll run the bucket over. You can see it there, 12.8. Yeah, got the sample there. So yeah, I'll run a sample over to the actual receivals and get a bit of an idea of what is actually going on, so we're accurate, because we don't want to strip a truckload and it be too high. So anyway, so there we go. We've been having a bit of a battle with the moisture. So the sample we stripped was 13.2 and it's got to be 12.5. So that was about 4 hours ago, and it's been pretty windy. And what we actually did do, we've got a neighbour who, that canola that we windrowed the other day, we've got to harvest it. So we actually dropped the big front off and went down and stripped a sample in it, and it was too high as well. So we sort of just called our jets for the afternoon. Everyone's gone. Well, Tony came out, but he's gone home again. It's quite windy now, or it's been quite windy, so we're hoping we might get another crack at it. So I'm just got the truck here, and I'll just strip into it. Hopefully now the moisture's all right. Yeah, only had to come down, what, 7.7%, and yeah, it probably would have by now. So haven't got much left here, and then we'll shift the header up, and I can Sarah's gone out for the evening, so yeah, I'll just shift a bit of gear around before dark, and that'll probably do. There's plenty of dust kicking around, so we'll assume that it's good to go. Half this paddock was watered. It's got, there we go, it used to have a fence through it. We pulled the fence out. The fence used to run east-west across the paddock, so we actually pulled it out a few years ago and made it one paddock, so it's sort of half and half, but it gives a bit of a good indication. We're in the irrigated part at the moment. Yeah, like, and it's up, I've seen it as high as 9, so it's excuse me, it's just that one watering has made a pretty big difference. It's good to see with this variety, being the new variety, it's sort of yielding well on the dry, but it shows if we we do grow it on the irrigation, it will yield well as well. That didn't sound right in my head, so sorry about that. Bit of a stutter. Anyway, so I can't get up and back. I've got more than a box full to go up and back, so I'll just run to as far as that alarm comes on, and I'll just pull out and I'll freewheel back. So anyway, it's not a big drama. There's not a lot left here, so hopefully it'll all fit in the truck, and we can get all the gear moved. We're on the move on my own, so pedal power to shift gear around. So anyway, we'll get the job done. It'll just take a bit longer than what it normally would. Corn looks good from up high. Nice. Morning! Day 23 of harvest. We're starting to tick a few off. Sun's shining again, which is good. Bit of cloud hanging around, but it's starting to warm up, which is good. Got the machine shifted last night. Got the push bike there, as you saw. So got the chaser bin moved and the mother bin moved, and that was about the day. Split stripper box full last night. Yielding pretty well again. So this is some of our grazing. This is one of our grazing crops. So we're getting a lick at both ends of the lolly here, because we've obviously got the income generated off the grazing side of it, and then we're getting a crack at the grain. So very good variety, this one, elbow. Good for not a lot of disease in it. And yielding very well too when you sort of add a couple of top ups of water to it. The boys, we've got the contractor back in with a truck, and our truck's been going. Russell's taken 2 loads. We're just emptying a silo here. We carted a couple of loads back from the other farm. When we were harvesting wheat out there, and it was borderline moisture, but the load he's just taken's fine. So we're just getting that silo empty so we can put a couple of truckloads of this stuff in that silo for seed. So the contractor's just there taking the last load now. Russell's not long tipped off and he's on his way back. But it's all sort of going to plan. Touchwood at the moment. Still, water's still running on the rice, so it seems to be a slow enough process. I'm not close enough for you to see. Got a full box full again. Tony's just given the truckie a hand to load, so I've just got the I can go up and back for a box full. So I sort of thought about going for a while last night, and by the time we got everything moved, it had cooled down and it was sort of getting on 9 o'clock. So just sort of decided to pull a pin and get a crack at it this morning. So we'll roll on into it. It's having a bit of a battle to keeping up, which is a good problem, but because we're carting it, just for accessibility with the trucks, we should really have the mother bin in the paddock here with us, but Tony's probably got a, I don't know, 500 or 600 metre haul back to the mother bin. Yeah, just because the track on here is pretty rough, so yeah, I don't know whether you can see in here the brown patches. That's actually arrowleaf clover flowers. So we had arrowleaf clover in here, could be 4 or 5 years ago, and yeah, the seed's still about. With the broadleaf spraying, yeah, it's still surviving. So it's not a bad thing. I don't mind it because it sort of adds a bit of tucker to when we're doing the grazing crops. But the plan was this paddock we were going to come in with lucerne next year, but thinking possibly we might come back in with canola now and not have it as a grazing crop, just have it as a straight winter crop. We're just having a bit of problems with the ryegrass, just especially like we cut that area that was quite had a bad infestation of it, but there is a bit starting to come through in other spots, so we're thinking we might yeah, tip it out and put canola in here. So but all the same, it's yielding really well, and yeah, it's sort of 50 odd tonne an hour. You can see why the chaser bin's having a battle keeping up. It's a bit like a weed, or grows a bit like a weed. Almost done in here, a couple more blows. Last unload on the run for harvest 2023. Just got a little patch here and we're pretty well done. Yeah, we're going to move on to some contracting for the next sort of week or 10 days. So yeah, if it doesn't rain, we've still got 10 days in front of us, and yeah, we'll have it all wound up, which will be really good. Last run for 2023, or for us for 2023 anyway. Good to get it finished. We've come to the end of another one. Yeah, good to get our harvest finished. Quality's still pretty good. Yields finished up pretty good. I haven't had a sort of add up as to what we've ended up delivering, but we'll do that in the next couple of days. Still got water running on the rice. It seems to be going alright, although it's a bit slow. I don't know what the go is there, but anyway, it's just it is what it is. Anyway, so it's going alright. I know we mentioned we had young Reese out. I think I did, raking the straw yesterday. Brendan finished that today, so he's taking the bale around, so I think he's going to start and do a bit of baling tonight. And yeah, it'd be good to get some of that in a bale, and I think Reese will be out in a couple of days' time with school or work experience or whatever, so we might get a crack at stacking a bit of it up too, in case it does rain. So yeah, just jam a bit of fuel in the header and a little bit of grease, and yeah, we'll shift camp onto a sort of contracting job. So yeah, haven't looked at the weather forecast, but they are talking something at the end of the week, so we'll see how we go. But yeah, we're going to have to probably try and top dress the corn again, and also we've got some liquid there, trace elements to put on it, so I'm just waiting to hear back from the agros, so that'll have to happen at some stage too. So anyway, thanks again for watching. Yeah, keep liking and subscribing, and yeah, we'll see you in the next one. Ta-da.